got him, baby. That's what you call a big deer, bud.
Oh my God.
This week we're heading to Kansas with K&K Outfitters. I've hunted there in the past. Actually, Megan did too. She had shot your biggest whitetail ever there, and I got a nice one. My sister got her biggest whitetail there a few years back in a late December gun hunt. This year, I had partnered with Keaton at K&K Outfitters. I really wanted to give away a youth hunt, and he was all about it. I actually booked a early muzzleloader hunt for the week after the youth hunt. So when we got there, we met Wade for the first time. He was our winner. Talk about a great family. He brought his mom, his dad, his brother, actually two brothers came with. He had a real young brother too that was, he was entertaining all week. But great family. I couldn't have got luckier in that aspect. Megan couldn't come. She had to work. She actually, had a real job. Stay home and work and watch the kid. But it was a pleasure to spend the week with those guys, because I know I told you how many times, but they're just great people. They were fun to be around, so that made it really nice. Here we are in Kansas, day one, here with K&K Outfitters. I'm here with Wade Lawrence. He's 14 years old. He's my 2017 youth hunt winner. We're gonna get the gun all set up here, the Scenic Valley custom firearm that Brad makes for us. He's a big partner of the show. Makes a great gun. We're gonna have Wade shoot it here at 100, make sure it's zeroed, and make sure everything's good to go before tonight's hunt. We're gonna try to get out yet tonight, and got good weather. It's 70 today. I'm supposed to heat up the rest of the week, but hopefully we can get Wade on one this week. If not, we're gonna have a good time anyway. So let's see what the gun does. Close it, and that's your safety.
You push it up?
Yep, push it up, yep.
Killed that squirrel again.
Well, Wade just shot the gun and perfect bullseye all 3 times, so I think the deer might be in trouble here tonight in Kansas, but seemed to like it. Everything's working good. Didn't get shook up at all from the travels, so keep our fingers crossed we get in front of a big one, and I think Wade will do his job, so hopefully we just got to do ours. The first day we got to Kansas, it was actually, we did a 3-day hunt with Wade. The first night we were gonna hunt, and then, we're gonna hunt the 3 days and then finish on the last morning. The mornings, Keaton kind of warned us they're gonna be a little slow. Obviously it's early season, but nights have been really good on the fields. So the first night we got set up in a standing bead field, and I asked Keaton, I said, what's legal shooting light? Obviously, we don't wanna shoot past then, and he told us, so we set up in the blind, and just on cue, right before dark, a bunch of deer start coming out. Night one here in Kansas. Wade, all ready to go?
Yeah, I hope we get it done tonight.
Yeah, we're sitting in a spot where they haven't had trail cameras, but they've been seeing a lot of deer in here, so kind of blind, but good chance of seeing a lot of deer. That's our goal, night one here, just get settled in and see some deer and have some fun. Gonna be a good night, cool weather, so never know, might get lucky night one.
It's night one, we're sitting over a bean field here. It's pretty good weather, upper 60s. We're hoping to get it done the first night, but we're not sure. We'll see what happens.
There's a really nice, beautiful 8-pointer, big brows, full velvet, definitely a buck we wanted to shoot. And when he first stepped out, we had 1 minute of legal shooting light left, and it didn't happen. We let the deer go. He come into 30 yards and hit a licking branch, and I know Wade was, I don't want to say disappointed, but I mean, to have a great opportunity like that so close and not be able to shoot him was tough. After the hunt was over, we went back and talked to Keaton about it and did a little research, and lo and behold, Keaton had some wrong information, because we had about, I don't remember what it was exactly, I think it was 12 minutes. He was 12 minutes off on his legal shooting lights. So we could have shot that deer. And when you go on guided hunts like that, especially a 3-day guided hunt, one opportunity is rare. So when you get that opportunity, you usually got to make the best of it. But hey, you got to stay positive and keep going. You know, like I said, it happens. It was a mistake. We lived and learned by it. So move on and keep going.
That's a shooter, son. Oh my Lord. That's a big deer. What time is it? God. That's a big deer. Wow. What? Hey, that spike's like right in front of us. That big dude's coming right to us. Just keep watching. I'm starting to shake. Oh my God. If that window was open, I could nail him. Oh my God. Got some fucking cameras running for that. We just got back here from the first night at K&K Outfitters. We had a pretty nice night. We started off with a couple does out in the field, and they were just walking around in the beans. And then we saw a nice shooter buck come running across the field. We think that he caught our wind. And later on, we didn't see anything for a while. Then later on, we saw a spike buck come out around 7:45, and last shooting lights at 8. And right after that came a giant buck, and which he ended up coming at like 8:02, so we ended up not being able to shoot him, but we watched him till about 8:30, and then he ended up walking off into the woods, and we wrapped it up and came back.
As the week went on, that was definitely one of our best, opportunities, that first night. And we had been seeing deer, we just hadn't seen anything real big. And it's warm, it's high 80s, so we're not seeing the deer moving like we should be. But they started picking the cornfields, which got the deer moving a little bit, towards the end of the hunt.
Second morning here in Kansas, we saw a nice shooter last night, but he came out just after dark. We already have deer in front of us here at about 130 yards, so we're going to sit tight and see what happens.
Was those deer right away, and there was another doe that I caught a glimpse of walking the hayfield towards the trailer, but she never come. Make sure to check out Precision Outdoors on Instagram and Facebook.
We had one night of hunting left. We were going to hunt the next morning, but like I said, mornings have been really slow, so I don't want to say we lowered our standards, but we knew it was kind of our last effort to get on a deer. And The stand, we didn't have a camera stand set up. There was a 2-man ladder, and then we obviously had to have the camera guy. So we got in there pretty early, and as we were setting up the camera stand, I looked over and there was a beautiful buck standing there. Obviously it's not on film yet, but.
We're here, third evening at K&K Outfitters. We just got in here, in the process of getting set up. Wes looked out in the field here, and we had a nice shooter buck out there. But we think he saw us. He wasn't too spooked. He just kind of jogged into the woods. So we're hoping he'll come out. Maybe we'll get a chance at him here tonight.
The buck looked at us and just stared. So I'm trying to get Wade to get the gun loaded and trying to get Brandon, who's running the camera, to get set up so we can try to shoot this deer. And it didn't work. The deer busted us. He took off running. But hey, he still climbed up in the stand, and hopefully he's not the only one in there.
Whenever you stop him.
Remember, if there's little finals in front of us, if you can't quite get low enough, just move. Just be right at the top of the beans, okay?
You sure? I can.
You just see the top of his back.
I mean, I know where his vitals are.
Should I have him shoot him through the beans?
Yeah, shoot. Are you ready? Yeah. You're ready?
Smoked him. Dropped him. You just keep watching. Just keep watching. Just keep your eye right there. Don't let up.
I remember telling Wade, don't look at his horns. He's big enough to just shoot him. He was obviously looking at his horns because he was shaking real bad, and which I was shaking, I was excited. It was, come to find out, if I would have been a deer I shot, it'd been my biggest whitetail. So very fortunate enough, the deer come out perfect. I think it was 190 yards. Wade got all set up, and he said, well, I can't exactly see his vitals, but I can see, the top of his back. And as the light was going down, I'm like, hey, just put it right where it needs to be and come down just a little bit and squeeze the trigger. And he did that, and that deer disappeared like that, went straight down to the ground, and he was so excited. We were trying to get him to calm down so we didn't run out of the tree to go find this deer. We wanted to look at the footage, make sure everything was good, make sure the shot was exactly what we thought it was. And then we told him we'd wait till dark and we'd get down and call his dad and have his dad come with so he could be a part of it.
Knuckles, man. Right there. I'm gonna turn around. Look at the camera. I'm texting Keaton right now, the owner. He heard a shot. Texting him, big buck down. That's a dandy. That's a heck of a buck, dude.
Can I text my dad?
Yes. Give me the gun.
Wait.
You're fine.
We are just sitting here. We saw this big buck over here across the fence, and he went over to the corner of the field, and we didn't see him for a while. And we saw 2 does come out. After they crossed the fence, started eating for a while, he hopped the fence and came out there. And we had to wait till he walked out the field a little ways to get a good shot. But we finally got a shot, and I dropped him right in his tracks.
Well, got the job done. What do you think, Wade?
That was awesome.
Yeah, we haven't went and looked at him yet. We see him go straight down. Give him a little bit of time. We're going to head out there right now. I know Wade's legs are still shaking. He's ready to go. He'd run out there right now if we'd let him. But like we said, we don't know if the deer is 150 or if he's 170. I don't know. He's a really big 10-pointer from what I could see. We didn't look at him long. We knew he was a shooter and took the shot.
Yeah.
But I'm going to give Wade all the credit on this one because not a real big 8-pointer, but a real respectable 8-pointer, especially for a 14-year-old come out. And this is his last night of hunting. We can hunt tomorrow morning, but the mornings have been really slow. So I said, you want to shoot him? And he passed him. And I was thinking, oh, that's gutsy, especially on your last night, and I'll give it to him. It paid off. Can't shoot the big one if you shoot a smaller one. So congratulations, dude.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's been a heck of a week. Let's get out there and check them out. Got him, baby. That's what you call a big deer, bud.
Oh my God.
Sure, right there, he's got 6-inch brow tine, 5-inch brow tine. He's got 9-inch 2s and 3s.
Oh my God. Oh, we just shot this nice buck here at K&K Outfitters. I'd like to thank Wes here for helping me with all this, and Keaton here for K&K Outfitters for letting me come here, and my mom and dad for bringing me to come do this hunt, and this Scenic Valley custom rifle here that we were shooting. It dropped the deer right in his tracks. It was perfect.
I know you hunted before, but you're probably going to be really addicted now. So that was the goal. So I want to thank everybody. I want to thank Brandon behind the camera. He drove all the way from Florida, and I know his wife's at home right now while that hurricane's coming in. And I want to thank him. He laid down some great footage. And Keaton again, him and his wife, and their whole operation for everything. Couldn't ask for a better week and a better setup.
The big thing was with this hunt is after Wade got done hunting, I'd get the muzzleloader hunt, and we had a couple-day break in between, so we helped Keaton around the place, you know, get things ready. And once all the other hunters showed up, you know, it was a great group of guys. Actually, there was a couple guys there that I had hunted with years back when I hunted with Keaton with K&K Outfitters, so it was nice to see them again. I was kind of planning on holding out for a good deer. That was my main goal, was to hold out. I think it was 6 days to hunt. So that first morning came around, I was excited for my turn because we had seen some, good deer the week before with Wade. So got the muzzleloader all dialed in, shot it. Brad builds a heck of a muzzleloader. I mean, out to 600 yards, you shoot like a rifle. It's unreal. So I was excited to finally get to shoot a deer with one of his muzzleloaders and see how the whole thing unfolded.
Hit him.
It turned out the deer was an old deer, a great deer to shoot, but he was more of a management deer, not a deer you probably shoot on the second morning of your hunt. But I wasn't disappointed with it at all. I made the shot. I made an excellent shot on him. He only went 50 yards and he tipped over. Like I said, not disappointed, just probably not the deer I wanted to shoot on the second morning of my hunt, but I'd rather shoot that than a young deer that has great potential. So in that, it was a great way to end a week out in Kansas, and got to have a lot of new friends and got to reunite with a few old ones. So definitely a hunt I'll never forget.
Well, Wes, I know that's not what you came to shoot, but I'm glad you shot.
That's a heck of a management.
That's a great management deer. Look at
awesome, man. Thank you.
Very good. Very good. He's an old buck.
Yeah, he looked like an old buck. Yes, that's exactly what I thought when I seen him. Muzzleloader did its job, Brad, with Scenic Valley Custom Firearms. Once again, builds great guns. The rifle worked last week on the youth hunt real good, and now this week, the muzzleloader. So can't thank him enough. And then Keaton with K&K Outfitters. He had told me this morning that there was a management buck in here, and if I seen him, I could shoot him if I wanted. And I did lucky to shoot him, and I got him. So what do? He's not a monster. Score-wise, he's not a giant, but this is probably more important than shooting a big deer.
Next week, we'll be hunting here around our home farm in Wisconsin for the youth hunt with Ruby and Campbell. So stay tuned and see those two girls kill some awesome deer.